Governor, I'll ask a yes or no question, and it'll be very simple. If I am a state employee and I have a state-issued cell phone, and I am vacationing in Disney World, or I am laying on the beach while claiming to be on the clock because I have this cell phone, would you define that as being on the clock? Would you define that as working?
I would not.
Okay.
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah. If I can, and I'm sorry, I was supposed to do that the first time as well, I apologize. The question is whether if a state employee is on the clock or working as a state employee, if in fact they are even out of state.
Florida, Kansas, New York.
Something I guess we would all consider to be a vacation, but if they had a state-issued cell phone on their person.
And you have said that you would not, correct?
No, I would not.
And I think everyone would concur with that. That being the case, and Governor, some questions are difficult, I understand that. That being the case, can you please explain to us why you have, or your officials have said that you made a prior commitment to reappoint a board member to the Auctioneers Licensing Board who was indifferent to such activity, and in doing so reneged on your press release of April the 20th, in which you appointed the gentleman that's seated right in front of me, Reverend Freddie Lee Phillips, the first and only African-American auctioneer in the history of this state. And on Thursday, he received a phone call that you were rescinding that appointment. So, well, with respect, sir, I just asked.
Because I believe we accidentally appointed too many people, that I had committed to too many people. Beyond that, I don't know enough to respond to your question.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm Reverend Freddie Phillips, the one that we rescinded the order on. I have a problem with that. One of the things that concerned me more than anything else was I went through all the process of doing all the paperwork. I got the notification and the press release on the 20th, and then they waited until 4 days, 5 days before the meeting to call me and inform me and let me go through the whole rigorous process of doing everything and then rescind the order, the appointment. That was to me somewhat disheartening.
Oh, no, I understand. And we made a mistake, and I apologize. We committed to more people than we should have, and I had to rescind one, and I rescinded yours.
Well, Ms. Jacobs, she was the one, and she didn't have any knowledge of it. And the thing that really troubled me more than anything else, and I felt like this personally, is what I uncovered about things that went on the board.
He's the one that reported the payroll fraud.
Promoted all this stuff and happened. And I told Ms. Palmentier the same thing. I said, look, if the governor doesn't want integrity in his office and in, on his commissions, as it relates to the things that pertain to my industry, the auctioneers industry, I uncovered the payroll fraud, the eyes here stuff, all the things that went on that was an embarrassment to not only our state, but my profession. And, Ms. Jacobs, I have a work relationship. She didn't have a problem. But, she was not, and she informed me of this, that she was not even aware that she was still on the board. And she didn't have a problem with that. But when it came down from Ms. Palmentier that there was been an overcommitment, she waited at the last minute, so it happened.
Well, we discovered the overcommitment at the end. I apologize to you. I don't know what more I can tell you other than we made a mistake. I had to fix the mistake, and somebody had to come off.
But she was already on the board prior to. She was already serving 4 years, and then the reappointment came. And my thing was this right here. I set off and rescinded a second term with the governor's office only because he wasn't doing anything to fight justice as it relates to what was going on. I mean, my thing is this: I have nothing personal against you or your office or what has transpired.
No, do I against you. Yeah, but that's not why it just was a mistake. So, I don't know what more I can tell you other than we made a mistake.
Can you state to whom the commitment was made? Because Ms. Palmentier would not state that it was to Ms. Jacobs.
And I want to tell you that I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of folks, and I can't tell you right now, not because I don't want to, but because I don't have that information.